Nigerian government announced a 50% reduction in the price of 50 kg bag of rice, now priced at 40,000 naira nationwide. Minister of Information Mohammed Idris made the announcement following the Federal Executive Council meeting, noting the release of 20 trucks of rice to state governors for distribution. However, ATN survey found out rice price in Abuja markets such as Dotes, Wose and Kubwa remained between 75,000 naira and 80,000 naira. This price reduction comes amidst a rise in Nigerians' food inflation to 40.87% in June, according to the National Bureau of Statistics. Okay, remember that last 2 weeks ago, Tinubu, president, sent some bags of rice as the federal government to different states to cushion the effects of subsidy. And one would think that that is the situation here. No. According to what the Minister of Information said, Mohammed Idris, that some bags of rice, of course, 21 trucks, that we don't know whether 21 to each state, will be forwarded to states, and then that will help to cushion the effects of subsidy. In other words, there will be reduction. Bag of rice is not going to be 75,000 naira anymore, but 40,000 at least. But the question is, the first one that the president sent to cushion the effects of subsidy so far, a lot of persons have not even seen what the bag looks like, come to talk of the grains in it. And now they want to say, what is the measures? What measures are they putting in place to make sure that this will actually happen as they want? Are they going to be sharing these bags of rice to marketers? Like, are they going inside market to share the bags of rice for them to sell at the reduced price? Or would they have a special place where people will now go to buy rice? And if that happens, what about those who have already gotten bags of rice expensive? Are they going to reduce the price because the federal government has brought in another bags of rice?
Well, I think that we are seeing what I call the drama of the Tinubu administration. It's just drama. There's something you can do more permanent, more effective in taking care of the scarcity of food. Okay, rice in this particular case. How many bags of rice would you send to the states? The question you're asking is very valid. There are the marketers who, through the normal market processes, have gone to buy rice. Expensive. And they have to sell them to continue to have their markets. Now you bring 20 trucks of rice. That one you say, sell at 40,000 naira. The question is, do we have a federal government rice farm somewhere where they're going to bring this rice to sell? Or are they using the federal government money to go and buy rice? And then for them to... The federal government is not supposed to be selling rice. They should create the economy, the agricultural condition that makes growing rice easy for the people. That's what it should be. What they don't have, they don't have. I'm very sorry.
Is this a long-term initiative or a short-term initiative?
It's a long-term stiffing plan, a long-time stealing plan. Who goes to buy the rice for the federal government? How much does he or she buy it? Where are they buying it from? They print the bag. I saw something on TV this morning. Okay. Not for sale, federal government, because I was one of the states there was this story on the social media complaining where they have this federal government bag of rice not for sale and they are being rebagged to sell. Who pays for the printing of the bag? That federal government bag that you wrote not for sale. Who pays for the printing of it? If you want to resell, why do you need to print federal government not for sale on the bag and then go to repackage it? Why don't they say federal government rice 40,000 naira? There's deceit inside this thing. I'm sorry to say, but I don't trust this government. Almost everything they do, there's cheating and stealing and lying inside.
Okay, I also want to understand something. When this rice comes in, definitely people will buy to sell, right? Will you buy rice at the rate of, or maybe they will sell it at the rate of 30,000 for them to sell it at the rate of 40,000, or what exactly? Like, I really don't understand this.
What's going to happen, I think, they are going to sell it to their friends, and their friends at the 40, who will take it back to the market and sell at 80.
Like how much?
The same 80.
80. No, that's not the idea here.
No, excuse me, sorry, madam.
Mohammed Idris said that the bag of rice will be sold at the rate of 40,000.
It does not matter what Mohammed Idris says. We're talking about the reality in the Nigerian economy. It does not matter what even Tinubu says. Let us think about it. What is the logic behind you buying rice to go and sell? Federal government is not supposed to be selling rice. Federal government is to create agricultural environment suitable or whatever for rice production. That's their business.
I know that a lot is actually going on in Nigeria now, that Nigerians find it difficult to actually believe what the federal government wants to do. But are you not optimistic about this particular plan, that, I mean, something good will come out of this? I know that some families can't even afford the bag of rice. That is 40,000.
Yeah, the question is, will those families get the 40K bag of rice?
Minimum wage is 70,000.
Will the families get the 40K bag of rice? How many trucks of rice have been bought under this heading? How much has been put into it? How much is truly put into it? The other day we were talking about, is it wasting federal asset or something? And it's part of it. And
they said vandalizing federal government asset is
punishable. Yes.
Yes.
So before you start to think, look, I'm not sorry, but the fact is this: actions, people at that level, leadership, should not take action without thinking about them. If one person, can query what they are doing, and I'm not saying anything good in it, how did they come to the decision? Did they not think about the ramifications of the action that they are taking? Explain to me, how many bags of rice are you going to sell to Nigeria? How many millions are we? Even if you sell it for 10,000 naira, how many bags are you going to produce? Where are you buying it for the 10,000 naira? Where are you buying it from?
Okay, but don't you think that this will have a way of crippling economic more? Because there are so many persons that have stocked their shops in order to be able, to stay in market. But when this comes in, don't you think it will have a way of affecting marketers very well?
You see, it's again, like I said, part of the drama. They said they were sending 1,200 bags to each state as to solve problem.
To cushion the effects of subsidy.
And they did not send this much that they want to sell. Why didn't they send 5,000 bags to the states to solve problem? The ones that now they want to sell, is it not more than 1,200 per state that they have sent?
But Mr. Samuel, the one that was sent, has it cushioned the effects of subsidy removal?
Well, it has not. That's the drama I'm talking about. Now, okay, there's another story they have given to us. We're talking about it. But those who have made the money from the process have put it in their pockets. There's no trust. I don't know how to put it. Leadership cannot expect to be trusted blindly. It's by what you do, what we see you do, that we trust you. There was a time in this country when there was an Idiagbo in government. Idiagbo was in Lagos, but in Port Harcourt, government policies were persons complied to government policies. They brought out what they were hiding, what they were hoarding rather. Markets were, there was this queue. Suddenly in queue become a policy. Idiagbo didn't have to come to Port Harcourt. But that's because there was something about the government that was trusted. There was something about them that you knew that this man is not joking. I'm not talking about Buhari. It's the one we know. That this man is not joking. So when we have a government that has even ridiculed itself, no honesty, no truthfulness. Well, everything they do to me, everything they do has some undertone to it.
All right.
Undertone of dishonesty.
All right, let's look at the last story on finance.